Hello there, and welcome to another build. Very new for me, very new, and yeah, I would say I had a hard time to create this one, but finally it worked pretty well, and yeah, I'm able to play Torment 6 with it. It cost me about a week, so it was about a week and a few days to create it, and yeah, it's finally done, and I'm going through the details right now. Just if there are unanswered questions, leave a comment below. I sure will answer them. So let's start with the skills. Yeah, this is a Fire Hydra orientated build. So I use a Hydra, the Mammoth Hydra, as main damage dealer, supported by magic missile with conflict rate. So I use Hydra because I found the Serpent Sparker wand, which yeah, enables you to cast another or a second Hydra instead of just one. And yeah, that's what I use to build around that wand I found. I use Black Hole for Black Hole with the rule Spell Steal for increased damage and reduced damage from enemies. Also, I use Magic Weapon, Force Weapon. That's pretty common. In you should go with that in nearly every wizard build. Energy Armor, Prismatic Armor for more defense, and Familiar Sparkland for more damage, so 10% overall increased damage. Yeah, and of course this is a fire build, so I go with conflict rate on magic missiles. On the passives, I use Unstable Anomaly. That's like my emergency button here. In the case there's too much damage dealt at one time, so I'm able to recover to 45% instead of dying once every 60 seconds. Blur for decreased damage. Unwavering Will for increased 10% damage, and armor 20%, all rest 20%. Yeah, that's just because yeah, I'm standing still most of the time. Audacity for 15% additional damage to enemies within 15 yards. So yes, this is a magic missile and Hydra build, but I'm still yeah, focused on a close quarter fights, and I don't like kiting, so that's why I don't like to move my ass all the time. So that's why I use Audacity here. For the Paragon Points on the core tab, I use yeah, I maxed out movement speed because I don't have any movement speed on my items. And the next was Intelligence for more damage and increased or more all resistance. On the Offense tab, I use Attack Speed. So Attack Speed is the most important affix you should yeah, you should skill. You should yeah, have it on all items, where you can roll it. So maxed out here, and also maxed out critical hit chance because yeah, it was just necessary. My build does have, I think, 38% critical hit chance. That's not very much, so I used to max out crit here at the Paragons. And yeah, critical hit damage as the third one. Defense is yeah, first all resist, second armor, and life should be the last. I don't go with life regeneration because, in my opinion, if I don't lose life, I don't have to regenerate it, and the life per second is not that important on T6, in my opinion. So I decided to just don't get to the point where I have to regenerate, and this is what I can get with armor and resist. Utility tab, area damage maxed out for 50% extra damage. And life on hit. Yeah, I do hit a lot. I got high attack speed, and so I decided to max out life on hit as well. So I would say you should first go with life on hit, and then maybe with area damage, depending on your survivability. So yeah, that's it. Gold find, because gold doesn't stink, so I could use gold. And you don't need resource cost reduction for this build. Well, so let's see what the items are. Okay, so the first, or the two really necessary items are the Serpent Sparker. To cast one extra Hydra. And yeah, you should have increased attack speed rolled on this wand, and yeah, the critical hit damage 130% stone should be applied. So this is the mirror ball with 2 extra missiles. You also can use the mirror ball with 1 extra missiles, but that's 33% more damage if you have 1 additional missile. I get mine from Cadella, but yeah, I think it drops pretty often compared to other gear. And yeah, fairly easy to craft are the canes, and the canes. The 2-set bonus is what you're aiming for, the increased attack speed by 8%. So I use the trousers and the shoes, or the boots, for it. Yeah, I still need to use the Unity, the other Unity, my Templar got the other Unity here, for split damage between me and the Templar. So it's like a damage reduction of 50%. And I tried it, but I can't yet survive it without the Unity. And yeah, you want the Stone of Jordan with a fire skill as high as possible, and increased attack speed, main stat, and elite damage. So now I also have a witching hour, but I use the Harrington Waistguard because it depends on the rift you play. So sometimes I switch when I'm the rift, but when I have a rift where blue highlighted objects are often to find, I go with Harringtons, and there are some rifts where like chests or this armory things are not that much, or not spawned in this rift, so I go with Witching Hour then. Just because Witching Hour got attack speed and crit chance roll. So, but the Harringtons, whenever you open a chest or clicking armory or like flipping a stone, all blue highlighted stuff, increases your damage for 115%. So that's like doubling your damage. So nothing compared, with this, if you compare with the Witching Hour. So I would highly recommend to use the Harrington here. Tesker and Theo for increased attack speeds for the pads and the Fire Hydras are counted as pets since patch 2.0.5. So yeah, this orange affix applies to the Hydras. So really best in slot, and I managed to roll attack speed. No, yeah, to roll it with attack speed and crit damage. A trifactor would be better, but yeah, that's what I get. So you want additional crit chance. Yeah, the Cinder Code. The Cinder Code is pretty, I would say, the third really necessary item you should have, and just to deal more damage and to reduce the resource cost of fire skills. Oracles. Yeah. One thing more. You can run. You can roll Hydra damage on your Cinder Code. So for T6, I'd rather stick to more defense, but you can also have up to 15% Hydra damage here and on your shoulders. So I got 12% on my shoulders here. And because I don't use the Ring of Royal Grandeur, I have this reset bonus by wearing the helmet instead of the Andy's helm. So I use Oracles here. And yeah, with a 23% life stone. Yeah, nothing more to say. You want a crit chance on your helmet, and yeah, resistance or vita or stuff like that, passives. Yeah, that's the Oracles. Braces should also have critical hit chance and main stat, as well as fire damage. And yeah, that's the same amulet I use for my Wand of War build, with fire damage, crit chance, and crit damage. So you could have attack speed on that, but that costs you a lot of damage. So that's the item where you can reroll attack speed for crit chance or crit damage if needed. So, and of course your main stat. So that's pretty it. You can watch the gameplay video. I will post a link at the beginning of this video and at the end of this video and in the comment section. And yeah, just leave some comments. Feel free to subscribe to the channel and have fun in trying this build out. Take care. Bye bye.